I wish someone would have told me that my favorite show, The Walking Dead, was coming on at 4:25 Eastern Time.
Here I am, it's the on-campus kingpin, yes I am.
Gayle Saunders here, Eagle Sessions. I know it's been a minute between Hurricane Sandy and Eagles depression. It has gotten the best of me. Out here in the NYC area, dealing with Sandy is no joke. But what is a joke is the Philadelphia Eagles, the team that we love oh so much. When your team loses, it's a bad thing. When your team loses to its rival, the Dallas Cowboys, 38-23 on primetime television, it's another thing. We're going to have to deal with all your Cowboy friends talking smack for the rest of the week. You know, we're going to have to deal with it. Who out there wasn't snickering or smiling a little bit when you knew that Nick Foles wasn't coming in the game? Don't lie. I know I was I was bothered that Vic got hurt, but evidently he fell on his own head because he doesn't know how to slide. I don't want to see Vic get hurt, but when you don't know how to slide, that's what happens. Nick Foles had an opportunity to come in and drive this offensive unit. You just don't put the keys in the car and drive off like it's, drive off in the sunset. He didn't play that bad, but his first NFL pass went off Jason Avant's head. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what it was. But Jason Avant, that's another story. But Nick Foles could have threw 3 pick sixes on the day. I only threw one, but if you go back and watch the footage, he could have thrown 3. There was an opportunity for the Eagles to come back late in the game. He drove down the field. He looked okay. For a rookie that hasn't had that much time with the first offense, he looked poised in some situations. And then again, he looked like a rookie. But then with offensive line playing like they're playing with Dumbbell on the other side and King Dumbass on the other side, you're going to get those kind of situations early and often. It's a makeshift line. The best thing I think about last week and this week, Eagles playing prime time, getting some real exposure. It was the game of the week on Fox, and then it was Monday Night Football. All the pundits out there talking about how bad Michael Vick's playing, we get that. But when you look at the offensive line and how much exposure they've gotten and how bad they are, then you can see where the Philadelphia Eagles' Achilles heel is. Those guys are the weak spot, big time. You could talk about the defense. You could talk about this offensive line is pretty damn awful. If we're going to talk about anything positive, let's start with the Eagles finally scored on their first drive. That's amazing. That is amazing that it took that long for the Eagles to score on their first possession. Ridiculous. But they did. And it was a ridiculously nice catch by Riley Cooper, who finally showed up. I don't know if he was gone for a while on the set of Twilight with the whole long hair and everything. Let's talk about some negatives here. This team, this defensive unit, the tackling is atrocious. Guys missing tackles that are Pro Bowlers. Namdi, I don't want to tackle. Asamoah. When you're looking at this team, the Cowboys, they returned a punt return. You're looking at a team, like I said in the beginning of this video, The Walking Dead, a team that has no emotion. We got walkers on this field walking around, not making plays. It's starting to spread across this whole team, and it's very, very upsetting. And for Eagles Nation, for us to sit back and watch this kind of mess week in, week out, it's bad. Last time Eagles lost 5 in a row was 1998. And we're talking a team that was QB by Bobby Boying and Rodney Peete. That means the Eagles are playing some of their worst football in a long time. And it's when you look at situations like that, and you look at the teams that are in our situation that are in 3-6. You look at the New York Jets are 3-6. Buffalo Bills are 3-6. The St. Louis Rams are 3-5-1, and the Oakland Raiders are 3-6. And who else can we add to that list? The Philadelphia Eagles are 3-6. If next week, if Vic is healthy and ready to go, do you go with Michael Vick or do you go with Nick Foles? I mean, after what you saw today, I mean, you'd have to say Michael Vick gives you the best chance to win. But where do you go from here? I mean, you're Andy Reid. You're looking pretty much looking down the barrel of a gun in the sense of your job is on the line, and there's no turning back from here. So you're gonna go with the guy who got you here, and Michael Vick. And if someone doesn't step up in that locker room, and, start grabbing people by the face and say, "Look, we got to do better." Not we got to do better because we know that's Andy Reid's line. But the Eagles would have to turn the table here and win all their games to have a possible chance to make it in the playoffs and be 10-6, because that's probably what would get you in. And right now they're at the bottom barrel of the NFC East, tied with the Redskins. There's really not much to say, but just watch it unveil. And I know you Eagles fans out there gotta be upset. It's disheartening. But I'm here for y'all. I am here for y'all just as much as I need you as you need me. So we need to get this off our chest and start thinking about some positive things. But just reading Andy Reid's quote from after tonight's game, just really got to me. I'm gonna read it to you real quick. It says, "I take full responsibility for our play, so I'm going to do a better job, and we'll get it right." Andy Reid, the city of Philadelphia, and the Philadelphia Eagles nation deserves better than that. I mean, I get it. Like, you have to say something. But if you can't even take the time to come up with something different to say week in and week out after your team's been embarrassed, especially on primetime television, you can't even be creative enough to think of something different to say than do a better job. Then your team is not going to do a better job because you're not coming up with a game plan creative enough to get a W. I mean, it's the little things that Andy Reid does that ticks you the hell off. I mean, from saying the same thing after every loss, got to do a better job. We hear that, to blowing your timeouts, to letting your team run amok when you know you have to right the ship, and everybody else in the media and Philadelphia fans can see it coming. And you, Andy Reid, and the coaching staff, you get in the front office, guys that get paid millions of dollars, don't see what the fans see. And fans are supposed to be stupid here. We don't get paid for this. Andy Reid and your coaching staff and your staff get paid to get W's and right the ship, and you're not doing a better job. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I know you're upset. I'm upset. You're embarrassed. We still wear Eagle green. We go out and buy merchandise. I don't know if you know what's sad is once you start seeing Eagle merchandise going on sale in the 4th, 5th week of the season, it's not a good thing. And I am not living the dream. I wish it was. I'm just happy to have my health, and I'm happy to things from Sandy didn't take the best of me and my family over here, and we're still holding ground. That's what I'm thankful for. I wish the Eagles gave me something to smile about, but they're not. Eagles fans out there, what pissed you off the most? What do you think the Eagles need to do? Or you just need to vent? Let a brother know. This is Eagle Sessions. I'm Gayle Saunders, and I'm signing out.